like a Christmas Danish pastry. I'm going to cheat. I'm going to use some shop-bought puff pastry.
Forgiven, that's fine.
First thing, I've sanitised the worktop here, and then I'm just going to give it a little dry. And here it is. When you roll it out, just be a little bit careful, especially as you get to this end, because if it's not quite warm enough, it can crack. So if you find it's starting to crack there, just leave that like that for another minute or two, and then very gently roll it out like that. And what I'm going to do here is I've got a little bit of flour, just regular flour.
Give it a good sprinkle.
Little sprinkle on there. There we go. Rolling pin. Because it's puff pastry again, I'm not going to roll it too heavily, and that's me done.
Of course, we've got the temperature. It's really important in the kitchen when cooking.
Tell everybody, why is it so good to have a surface like this or a surface like the Corian? Why is it so good for pastry?
So with the quartz as well as the Corian both being solid surfaces, they retain the temperature. So it takes longer for them to heat up. So naturally they'll feel cool to the touch. So when you're which means that flour work or any butter work is going to give you more time.
Now that's going to sit there for a moment. First thing we need to do now is get the oven on.
So what are you going to set it to? You're going to set it to just true fan?
Yeah, because we're going to do Danish pastries, I'm going to use true fan. But if I was doing something like a souffle, I would definitely do that on the conventional setting, so top and bottom heat only. Okay, so that's heating up.
And I can see that you've got...
Oh yes, you're quite right. So in here, what we've got is just some milk chocolate in this case. So I'm going to turn the induction hob on, and I'm going to set that to number 1, which is the lowest setting. In about 15 minutes, that will just be melted perfectly. It will not burn, it will just stay melted, and then we'll use this to drizzle over our pastries at the end. Here I've got a pizza wheel. This is really good to use. So all I do is go straight across like that, and you can make pretty much any size you want. And then all we do with this is you kind of come nearly into the middle, but don't go quite into the middle. So when we're ready to do this, you just pick a corner, fold it over. And I think one of the nice things about this, you don't have to be particularly precise with it. This is a bit of fun. Now I've just cut the parchment paper just to separate the our little Danish pastries here.
So what's our flavour of jam today?
So I thought we'd be a bit decadent today, so I've gone for black cherry. You don't want too much in the middle, because it will kind of spread out a little bit.
So thinking like half a spoon?
Yeah, half a spoon to a teaspoon, but certainly no more than that. So there we go. And then straight into the oven. You can just slide straight in there. Somewhere in the middle is good. So I'm going to set this for, say, 18 minutes. Now, the good thing about the duration timer, as you know, is that means that in 18 minutes time, the oven will actually turn itself off. So if I'm taking a phone call or something or doing a bit of work and I forget what's going on, it means that they're not going to overbake.
So the chocolate's looking great.
So that's been on for what, 10, 15 minutes? And you can see there that it still looks like a bar of chocolate. But what happens when you stir it, it goes straight to liquid. Okay, so I'll get the oven gloves. And should we take a little look? So that was 18 minutes. And how about that? They look fantastic, don't they? Now, another nice thing about the induction hob, I can take a nice hot tray from the oven and I can rest it straight on the hob with no problems whatsoever. Okay, so I'm going to just swap these round so I can just pop them onto that board there. One thing I do love about the worktops, I love all the lighting that you've got going on.
Yeah, there's a wonderful opportunity with these solid surfaces for us to put ambient lighting underneath the rail system underneath, and that's one of the nice differences with the Intelliger kitchens versus the standard handleless ranges, is that we can bring this lighting bar over and around, which really sort of makes the kitchen feel more vibrant.
It is Christmas, so I think we'll take a little bit of icing sugar. We'll just do a little bit of, there we go, a little bit of Christmas cheer goes on there. And then, final little thing here, we've got that beautifully melted chocolate. And all we do now is take a teaspoon, and you can see how beautiful and silky that is. Isn't that lovely? You want to do this quite quickly. You kind of go.
That's looking great.
Now I'm going to give you a little bit of kitchen paper there. And why don't you take one of those and have a little taste. So maybe grab that one there. What do we think for a shop bought puff pastry?
Fantastic.
Great fun,
Good job,
isn't it?
well done.
Excellent. I think I might dive in on one of those as well.